name is David and welcome to Bricks, Blocks and Mobs. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and if you like this video, consider liking this. Before we get more into today's video, I just want to mention that with this video drop, I also dropped 10 sets of the RWB that's now available on my website. And yes, it's a super limited set, of course, with new hand-sorted Lego parts, so of course it's gonna be expensive, plus printed instruction booklets and box art, which aren't cheap in limited copies either. But yeah, 10 of them are available now at my website, so if you really want one and also become one of my absolute top supporters, I really encourage you to go over there, because you'll never know how quick they would go. The RX-7 sets actually sold out relatively quickly, so yeah, do that if you want one. Anyway, of course, have digital instructions for a lot of other models as well, and free parts lists for all the models available, so you can check the price or order the parts before you actually purchase any instructions. And there is also a video tutorial that shows you exactly how to check the price or order the parts. But yeah, let's get into the video. So of course, with the body kit of the RWB, this model actually varies quite a lot in stud width. At the very front it is 7 wide, then it goes over to 8 wide here at the front wheels, and that follows all the way to the rear wheels or rear axle or whatever, where it becomes 9 wide even, and then back to kind of an 8, 7, 6 wide configuration. It varies a bit here at the rear with the lights and everything. And yeah, there are some interesting techniques to create these variations in stud width. The front, for example, is just attached with a jumper plate, then the headlights are attached with modified bar pieces with a 1x1 round plate attached to them, and a 1x1 round plate with a bar hole. To make the transition from 7 to 8 wide smooth, we have these sheath slow pieces that's attached to some brackets and some jumper plates as well. The interior is relatively simple on this model, just like on the Rocket Bunny inspired RX-7 set. I made some custom 3D printed seats for this, which I just think looks really cool, and the interior fits 2 minifigs as well. And as you probably have noticed by now, for once we have some professionally made stickers for this, made by Brick Sticker Shop, and yeah, it just adds so much to the look of it, and really excited that I was able to include that in the sets as well. The rear part though is relatively complex. You build it separately and attach it with Technic pins and bricks that help to make the transition from 8 to 9 studs wide. Then, as I mentioned a bit here at the front, there's just a lot of slow pieces that help make up the wider mud guards of the body kit. There's also a lot of different techniques used to fill in the gaps that arose when I created the wider body kit or whatever, especially at the rear. But one of my absolute favorite parts of this model is the spoiler, which actually is created mainly upside down, and it's attached with some jumper plates and some of these 1x1 round modified tiles with a bar. And also just really like the rear part in general, with the removed rear bumper and the exposed turbo and exhaust system and everything. It just, yeah, really happy with how that turned out. And then we have this towing point here that's made up from another 1x1 round modified tile with a bar and one of these robotic arm pieces. And who doesn't like chrome pieces? Just think this one chrome piece adds so much to the look of the exhaust. The windscreen and roof part is tilted a bit using some hinge pieces, and then this rear window part thing is actually just latched in between the spoiler and the roof. So it isn't actually attached to any stud, but it just happened to fit perfectly in between. And then we have these awesome looking 3D printed rims created by GT Crea Cars on Instagram. And they just add so much to the aesthetics of this, and of course they are included in sets as well. The only downside is that they don't roll perfectly, but I think it's just absolutely worth it. Really hope you liked today's video and model, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and check out my website as well for the instructions and maybe the sets as well to support me even more. But yeah, that's it for today. Bye for now.